Yo, YouTube. What's crack-a-lacka jacka smackin'? It's Waffle Man with a video, and right here we have a video review for inFamous Second Son. Now, why has this review taken a long time to come out? That's probably because it's my fault, for probably being too lazy, because I've had this gameplay for, I don't know, what has it been, a month now? And the problem with reviewing games like this late, especially since it was such a simple game and I completed it like the weekend that it came out. Actually, I completed it in like a day. The problem with that is that you tend to forget a lot of stuff that has happened in the game and some of the game elements like that. So that's the problem with doing a review like this late, and also the fact that this is the only gameplay I have, so this is the last video you will see of me with inFamous Second Son, and it is also the last time you'll probably ever see inFamous Second Son on my channel anyways. But I guess let's get on to the review, starting with the background of inFamous Second Son. Now this guy is just a guy who has powers, you know, conduits and stuff like that. You're playing as a person with powers, and basically this game allows you to make choices that end up with good karma or bad karma. But if you've heard my previous videos before, the problem with this game's mechanics of using the choice system is that some choices don't really make any sense. It's like, why would you pick this choice when it's contradicting what he really wants to do? And that's why I went throughout the whole entire game playing as the good karma. Now you can play again as the evil karma, but that's after you complete the game. And I like that this game has a different variety of powers to use, instead of just having lightning like Cole used to have in inFamous 1 and inFamous 2. But this guy has the power of neon, smoke, video, and I'm not gonna say, but at the end of the game you actually get the concrete power that the main villain has. So let's talk about how this game looks and how this game sounds. Now this game is very impressive visually. I mean, this game looks good. It looks better than any last gen game I've seen. And you know, for a starting out next gen game that's, you know, next gen has just started and we're just getting into it, this game looks pretty good. It's pretty impressive. I like the colors. The colors are nice. They're vivid. It's a really nice looking game. I like how the powers look. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful looking game. It's not going to be the top of the line when the next gen games come out. You know, it's definitely better than the graphics of Titanfall, because Titanfall really doesn't have as impressive graphics as this game. But then again, we're comparing two different games. It's like comparing apples and oranges. But yeah, this game does look nice, and if you're on the fence about buying this game because it doesn't look good, then that's a wrong idea. So after we get the graphics and the sound out of the way, and by the way, this game's sound with the Sony Wireless Gold Edition headsets is amazing. I mean, you see me unbox that headset, and like I said, if I didn't say it before, those headsets are amazing. I think they have great sound, and they're wireless, and they're made for PlayStation games like inFamous. So inFamous has its own app for the headset itself, so I use that and it sounds fantastic, man. But not only that, this game also integrates the controller. For example, when you want to spray paint, and this guy Delson is a big guy on spray painting, it actually makes you spray paint like you're spray painting in real life. And maybe you watch some other people live stream this game or do face cams while playing this single player. But yeah, it's actually like you're spray painting in real life, and you get the full effect sound of the DualShock 4, meaning that the DualShock 4 has a built-in speaker, and when you shake the DualShock 4, you actually hear the rattle sound in the DualShock 4, which is amazing, man. I really think they did a great job of integrating and using and innovating the DualShock 4 into this game, because it really does a good job. And even when you absorb powers from, like, let's say you absorb neon from a sign or something, or you absorb video from a camera, you actually get that sound coming through the controller itself. And the way it sounds so, like, it sounds so futuristic. It's crazy. You have to experience it for yourself. But let's move on to the gameplay aspects of this game. And while controlling Delsin, this game is very fun to play. Using his powers is very fun, and the thing about it is that since you know that you're gonna keep on getting new powers, you want to keep playing the game because it's so fun to use the powers, man. But as far as gameplay mechanics go, this game doesn't really do anything out of the ordinary. I mean, it's inFamous. You know what inFamous does, and it's basically the same gameplay style as it was in the previous games. I mean, nothing's really has changed, honestly. But then I can't see myself saying that anything is really improved in the gameplay, or at least nothing really noticeable has improved. But still doesn't make it not a game that you should pick up and play if you have the time, if you have the money. So let's move on to the final part of the equation, which is the story. And the story is basically the only thing you would be picking this game up for, since there's no online multiplayer. So this game, I believe, is still $60, and you know, for me, I've never really bought in a story game for $60 before. I believe this was the first one, and for $60, this game might not be, you know, completely worth it. I mean, all in all, this game's story mode isn't that long. Hopefully Watch Dogs is very much longer, as I believe it is, over above 15 hours. But this game can be completed between 8 hours and maybe 11 hours. Or I can even say 8 hours to 10 hours. I really can't see anyone not beating this game within 10 hours. I mean, to me, it's completely impossible unless you suck, and unless you're doing those extremely unnecessary side missions, which aren't really side missions. To be honest, there's only one side mission in the game, and those are the paper trail missions and the Core Legacy DLC mission, and that's only if you have the DLC. So this story isn't completely complex, you know, it's not no Metal Gear Solid 4, of course. It doesn't bring too many twists. It does keep you in the game. It is somewhat interesting, but I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say it's one of the best stories I ever played. It's not like The Last of Us. It's not deep, it's not sentimental. No, it's a regular game. You know, it's a solid game overall. Story is good, not fantastic. Gameplay is good, not great. Graphics are impressive, not out of this world. So you can see where I'm getting at here. This is a good game to pick up for the PS4. I believe Watch Dogs, and I hopefully believe Watch Dogs will be better. But this game was a solid game to me. I enjoyed it. And you know, if you're looking for a game to play, this is a game you should definitely pick up. So I'm gonna give this game an 8.5 out of 10, and it's definitely worth trying out there. So anyways, YouTube, I'm out. Peace.